In the late 1970s, Star Wars catapulted its cast into the global spotlight. Yet as the dust settled, one star emerged as an unstoppable force in Hollywood: Harrison Ford. This transformation was unexpected, considering Ford's relatively limited acting training compared to his co-stars Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. So, what was Ford's secret sauce? Why did he soar to superstardom while Hamill and Fisher, despite their talent, struggled to maintain the same level of success? Before Star Wars, Ford was a struggling actor turned carpenter, working odd jobs to support his family. His casting as Han Solo was a stroke of fate thanks to his connection with George Lucas from American Graffiti. While his role in Star Wars showcased a natural charm, Ford's talent alone didn't make him a superstar. His career was built on a mix of strategic opportunities, charisma, and sheer luck. Mark Hamill delivered a career-defining performance as Luke Skywalker, but his post-Star Wars choices were less fruitful. While he later became a legendary voice actor for characters like the Joker, Hamill struggled to find a live-action role that resonated with audiences. His boyish charm didn't transition easily into leading man status, and he lacked the rugged versatility that Ford possessed. This, combined with a motorcycle accident that changed his appearance, put Hamill in a tough spot. Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia was iconic, but her personal life overshadowed her career. Struggles with mental illness and substance abuse derailed her potential as a leading lady. Despite these challenges, Fisher carved a niche as a celebrated script doctor and author, but her on-screen career never matched Ford's blockbuster trajectory. Harrison Ford's meteoric rise in Hollywood was built on more than just his acting chops. It was about choosing, and sometimes stumbling into, the perfect roles that defined not just his career, but an era in cinema. After the success of Star Wars, Ford smartly aligned himself with two iconic franchises that would cement his place as a Hollywood heavyweight: Indiana Jones and Jack Ryan. These franchises offered Ford the rare opportunity to anchor films that showcased his versatility, charisma, and box office reliability. The Indiana Jones series, starting with Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981, was a cultural phenomenon. Ford's portrayal of the rugged, whip-cracking archaeologist gave audiences a new kind of hero: intelligent yet action-driven, daring yet relatable. The role allowed Ford to blend humor, charm, and physicality in a way that audiences adored. Importantly, the success of Indiana Jones showed that Ford could lead a blockbuster outside of Star Wars, proving he wasn't a one-hit wonder tied to Han Solo's legacy. This franchise alone became a cinematic cornerstone, with its sequels continually reinvigorating his career. Simultaneously, Ford found success in another major franchise as CIA analyst Jack Ryan in Patriot Games, 1992, and Clear and Present Danger, 1994. These films showcased a more serious, grounded side of Ford, moving away from the adventurous Han Solo and Indiana Jones archetypes to a character rooted in realism. Jack Ryan was a cerebral yet action-ready role, offering Ford the chance to appeal to an older, more mature audience while maintaining his status as a box office draw. The role solidified Ford's reputation as a leading man capable of handling suspense, drama, and action with equal ease. In contrast, neither Mark Hamill nor Carrie Fisher landed roles of this magnitude. While both were talented, they didn't find themselves at the helm of franchises that could redefine their careers. Hamill, despite his Star Wars fame, struggled to break free from typecasting, and Fisher's personal challenges and industry biases limited her options. Ford's ability to anchor multiple franchises gave him an enviable safety net in Hollywood, a steady stream of blockbuster hits that kept his name front and center for decades. Harrison Ford's rise to superstardom was built on his uncanny ability to embody the quintessential leading man of the 1980s and 1990s. In an era when audiences craved larger-than-life heroes with relatable vulnerabilities, Ford struck the perfect balance. He wasn't just a rugged action star, he was a believable everyman, someone audiences could see as both an extraordinary hero and a person they might meet in real life. This duality made him the face of blockbuster cinema for decades. Ford's rugged good looks and physical presence set him apart from his contemporaries. He had the kind of raw masculinity that was magnetic on screen, but never felt unattainable. He wasn't polished to perfection like many leading men. Instead, he carried a weathered charm that made his characters authentic and grounded. Whether he was sporting Indiana Jones's dusty fedora or Jack Ryan's no-nonsense business attire, Ford exuded a confidence that made audiences believe he could handle any situation, whether it was a boulder chase in the jungle or unraveling political conspiracies. What truly set Ford apart was his ability to combine ruggedness with relatability. Unlike other action stars of the era, such as Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone, Ford's heroes often got hurt, made mistakes, or struggled with moral dilemmas. He wasn't invincible, and that vulnerability made him relatable. Characters like Han Solo and Indiana Jones weren't just fearless. They were also funny, occasionally clumsy, and even self-deprecating. This blend of charm and humanity allowed audiences to connect with Ford on a personal level. While Ford thrived in action-adventure films, his charisma and relatability also made him a natural fit for dramatic roles. In movies like Witness, 1985, Regarding Henry, 1991, and The Fugitive, 1993, Ford showcased emotional depth, proving he wasn't limited to swashbuckling and shootouts. His characters often carried a sense of duty, moral complexity, and quiet strength, making him a compelling presence in both high-stakes thrillers and heartfelt dramas. This versatility expanded his appeal to a wider audience, from action enthusiasts to drama lovers. Ford's characters resonated because they often represented the ordinary guy thrust into extraordinary circumstances. He wasn't the indestructible super soldier. He was the archaeologist, the family man, the reluctant hero. Audiences admired his strength while empathizing with his struggles, creating a connection that other actors of the time couldn't replicate. Whether he was dodging explosions or navigating emotional turmoil, Ford carried an authenticity that transcended the screen. In an era when Hollywood demanded its stars to fit into larger-than-life molds, Harrison Ford stood out by staying human. His leading man appeal wasn't just about his looks or his charisma, it was about his ability to make audiences believe in the humanity of the hero. This rare quality turned Ford into a timeless icon, ensuring his place as one of the most beloved and enduring leading men in cinematic history. While talent, hard work, and charisma undeniably propelled Harrison Ford to superstardom, his career also benefited from a series of fortunate events that seemed almost destined to align in his favor. From seizing opportunities left by others to starring in unexpected hits, Ford's journey exemplifies how luck can amplify success in Hollywood. One of the most pivotal moments in Ford's career came when Tom Selleck, the original choice for Indiana Jones, was forced to drop out due to contractual obligations with Magnum PI. This sudden vacancy opened the door for Ford, who had already proven his star power as Han Solo in Star Wars. While many actors might have struggled to fill the void left by Selleck, Ford's unique blend of charisma, wit, and rugged charm made him the perfect fit for the role. The success of Raiders of the Lost Ark not only cemented his position as a leading man, but also launched one of the most iconic franchises in cinematic history. Had Selleck been available, Ford might never have donned the fedora and whip that became synonymous with his career. Ford's role in What Lies Beneath 2000 was another example of luck meeting opportunity. The supernatural thriller, directed by Robert Zemeckis, was a departure from Ford's usual action-adventure fare, showcasing his ability to play a darker, more complex character. Despite mixed expectations for the film, What Lies Beneath became a surprising box office hit, grossing over $291 million worldwide. This success reaffirmed Ford's bankability at a time when other stars of his era were beginning to wane and proved his versatility as an actor. The unexpected triumph of the film kept Ford relevant in an evolving Hollywood landscape. Even Ford's initial casting as Han Solo in Star Wars was a stroke of serendipity. At the time, Ford was working as a carpenter to support his family, having stepped back from acting due to limited success. George Lucas, familiar with Ford from American Graffiti, initially brought him on to help read lines for auditioning actors. Lucas hadn't planned to cast Ford as Han Solo, but his natural chemistry during these readings caught the director's attention, leading to one of the most iconic roles in film history. If not for this chance interaction, Ford might have remained behind the scenes instead of becoming a global star. Ford also benefited from Hollywood's unpredictable nature. Projects he turned down, such as Syriana and Traffic, could have damaged his career had they failed, but his absence didn't hurt his legacy. Meanwhile, roles he accepted seemed to align perfectly with his strengths. Even when other actors like Alec Baldwin exited franchises, Jack Ryan, Ford stepped in seamlessly, capitalizing on the opportunities left behind. Once Ford's career gained momentum, his lucky breaks began to compound. Directors and producers sought him out for high-profile projects, and his name alone became synonymous with box office success. His streak of fortuitous opportunities, from Star Wars to Indiana Jones to unexpected hits like The Fugitive, created a feedback loop, where each success built on the last. While luck alone doesn't create a superstar, Ford's ability to capitalize on fortuitous circumstances set him apart. He didn't just stumble into opportunities, he maximized them with undeniable talent and an unrelenting work ethic. His career serves as a reminder that in Hollywood, as in life, timing can be everything, and for Harrison Ford, the timing couldn't have been better. Harrison Ford's longevity in Hollywood wasn't just about luck or charisma. It was also a result of his conscious effort to avoid being pigeonholed as the roguish Han Solo. Recognizing the risk of being typecast after the monumental success of Star Wars, Ford made deliberate choices to diversify his roles. This strategy not only solidified his reputation as a versatile actor, but also earned him critical acclaim and respect in an industry that often limits actors to their breakout personas. Han Solo's witty, rebellious charm made Ford a household name, but it also posed a challenge. Hollywood had a tendency to lock actors into their most successful roles, and Ford knew he needed to prove he was more than just a space smuggler with a heart of gold. While he could have comfortably stuck to similar roles in sci-fi or action-adventure, Ford took risks by stepping into characters that were dramatically different. In Witness, 1985, Ford played John Book, a Philadelphia detective tasked with protecting a young Amish boy who witnessed a murder. The film was a stark departure from the fast-paced action and humor of Star Wars, focusing instead on quiet tension, cultural clashes, and moral dilemmas. Ford's performance showcased his ability to convey depth and vulnerability, earning him his first and only Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. Witness proved Ford could lead a dramatic film and handle emotionally complex material, further expanding his range. Ford continued to challenge expectations with his role in The Fugitive, 1993, playing Dr. Richard Kimball, a wrongfully accused man on the run after being framed for his wife's murder. The role required Ford to embody desperation, determination, and resilience without the cocky bravado of Han Solo or Indiana Jones. His portrayal was understated yet powerful, allowing the audience to empathize with Kimball's plight. The film was a massive critical and commercial success, earning 7 Academy Award nominations and cementing Ford's status as a leading man who could tackle thrillers with emotional and narrative complexity. Ford also explored morally ambiguous characters, demonstrating his willingness to step outside the box. In Presumed Innocent, 1990, he played Rusty Sabich, a prosecutor accused of murder. The film delved into themes of betrayal, corruption, and justice, giving Ford the chance to portray a character with layers of doubt and ethical conflict. Similarly, his role in Regarding Henry, 1991, as a ruthless lawyer who undergoes a transformation after a traumatic brain injury, showcased his capacity for vulnerability and redemption. Even as he expanded into dramatic roles, Ford didn't abandon the action-adventure genre entirely. He carefully selected projects that allowed him to blend his physicality with emotional resonance. Films like Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger balanced high-stakes action with grounded, character-driven narratives, ensuring he remained relevant to both critics and audiences. Ford's deliberate avoidance of typecasting allowed him to build a career that spanned decades and genres. He demonstrated that a leading man didn't have to be confined to one archetype. He could be a rogue, a hero, a detective, or even a flawed, morally complex individual. This adaptability not only kept Ford's career fresh, but also paved the way for his enduring legacy as one of Hollywood's most respected and versatile actors. By breaking free from Han Solo's shadow, Ford proved that his talent extended far beyond the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. His career is a masterclass in reinvention, showing how an actor can embrace risk and redefine themselves in an industry that often resists change. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the incredible career of Harrison Ford and how he became one of Hollywood's greatest legends. Do you think luck played the biggest role in his success, or was it his talent, charm, and smart role choices? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take on why Ford's stardom endured, while his co-stars took different paths. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Behind the Fame, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next Hollywood deep dive. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.